unleash your paper power. And you might get some interesting results. Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, available May 23rd. Rated E for everyone.
Objective. Walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence. There's some...
You can't keep up with me! Go, Baron Bunny! No one escapes my sights! Bet you can't keep up with me! Out! Meanie!
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze!
Get him! I feel like running.
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I...
Really? That quickly? You really...
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animal God Barbados, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados's wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extent. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not...
Bet you can't keep up with me. That's more like it. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Terra Smash!
No escape.
Dodge this!
Huh? What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy... It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know if Storm Terror's But Jean and Master Diluc are no doubt aware of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair, as it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I must admit, it should be enough to let us break...
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is? You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Hey, nice plan.
I am with you, Honorary Knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the Abyss and a dragon!
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
I'm liking the look of this. I'm liking the look of this.
looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have, I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm bait.
Enemy attack! Prepare yourselves!
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
I'll race you there!
Terra Smash!
No one escapes my sight!
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas. It puts a heavy burden on their...
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes. Yet they shouldn't have been able to... And presumably spreading their forces to...
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened! You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's... Watch yourselves.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Devon gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh. You do have a point. It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
I suppose we could make use of that wind.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drink in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
Don't get frostbite. Quite the find. Don't push your luck. Time to fight back, I suppose. This doesn't look good.
Right.
Look, a wind current! It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Oh, we can't advance any...
Is this the work of Devala?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient... These ruins even predate the existence of the... Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. How it was ruled over by... Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have it.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light at... If we retrieve and
We should be close to completing. Let's put the last part back and see.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here. Let's go find them.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair?
He doesn't walk in.
You do.
Yeah!
Thanks for listening to Spotify. No, really. You could have watched the video. You could have spun some vinyl. You could have played a cassette tape. You could have listened to an 8-track tape. If you knew what an 8-track tape looked like. But you listened to Spotify. Thanks for listening. And you still have hundreds more playlists to enjoy. Get peace of mind. What's coming next when you're listening? Turn off shuffle to tune into playlists and albums from start to finish, all while enjoying uninterrupted music listening. Discover more ways to stay in your zone with Spotify Premium.
Terra Smash! Huh?
Light actuating ceremony does work, man. It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. 1 more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
Dust!
Let it rain.
Dodge this! Get for me! Yeah!
Spotify Ad Manager lets you wherever you optimize your campaign. Advertising on Spotify is a choice anyone. Learn more at ads.spotify.com. Introducing the Red Nose Childhood
It's done!
for every donation.
Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
Win a real-life childhood dream experience. Win a cotton candy castle. Crush a car in a monster truck. Or eat a life-sized cookie of yourself. Red Nose Day believes that less childhood poverty means more childhood. And more childhood means more childhood.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done.
/dreamstakes.
Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master D-Luke accompanied us despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
As for Master Jean, responsible. What about the tone-deaf bard?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him, and no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty. He has the right and freedom.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have, just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots! Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. And condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Shatter the condensed animo orbs to create acceleration currents. I know it's hard to tell amidst the barrage of bullets, but this is the only way. Shatter the condensed animo orbs to create acceleration currents. I know it's hard to tell amidst the barrage of bullets, but this is the only way. Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Yahoo! Blood clot on his neck. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange tastes when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step. Blood clot on his neck.
Cool it! Terra Smash!
No escape! I'll race you there!
Now is our chance! Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck!
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Lmao Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
guys are back. The honorary...
Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your... I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. You're right, actually. Peace is hard won, and we shouldn't take... And this time, you're the one we should all be grateful to.
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here to...
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak.
Aftermath? Here?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a cord... Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the hilly churls were...
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers. Well,
exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by... Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not out of the woods yet. Hilly churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss...
They've taken over the hilly churls? Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too.
That's right. And since I'm the... I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listen. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before... There's no time like the present, right? You got...
You bet! You may have forgotten until just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time.
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last... Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to...
Here we go. Crisis, danger, Adventurers Guild. Finally, our days of risk. Roll up, youngsters. Join the advent. What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clan master. Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
Long live the heroes. Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, we're all doomed. I hope they get the
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the four winds. Every cloud has a silver lining. For that, as long as we have the...
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat skills, but your wit as well. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale booster.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Me? Nothing. On the contrary, that's why I'm here. Somewhere quiet.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, if you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls? To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the hilly churls that same day, I saw shadowy figures...
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order through various means. I managed to gather... The situation is this. The Abyss Order...
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her the Princess. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she...
1 minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. I agree. He sets a terrible example for someone who's cavalry. But let's forget about him. Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please. So, now the Storm Terror threat is...
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go, and wherever the wind may blow. That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always... All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with...
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is...
May the Anemo Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our act, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mon. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have...
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out. At this time, they even lost their best excuse to Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing. And on the
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. This...
We, did bring it with...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church... The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre.
I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? Hold that Bart! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
You should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and that bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing... This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. Did he left? Oh, the symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he's... I wanted to stop him, but Jean... I mean, Master Jean said to let him leave.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the...
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. So you noted. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with... As you know, visions are external magical foci. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood in a...
Allergenes? Paimon's...
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy. Instead, each Archon has... It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying in...
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbinger. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. The 7 don't always get along. 500... You see, a certain catastrophe happened, but we can save discussion of the cryo-arc. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties, you should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo, he only descends once every...
Even so, it sounds like...
In any case, this year's rite of descension is soon...
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then...
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine. Traveler, as you set off on your journey with the birds of Tevat, the destination is not everything. So before you great. So, that... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single club.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses. The slightest slip-up here would have destroyed the Fatui's...
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if...
If only the Seven Nations. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the Seven Nations. Yet they've used...
Speaking of the liar, didn't Diluc say something? He said that the Fatui could only run amok across the Seven Nations and threaten the Knight.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Tsaritsa... Whatever. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always. Well then, best...
Join now and get 3 months free. Cancel anytime.